Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for tuning in as we continue to talk about health matters right now and looking at our overall health, in particular our mental well-being. We know we've said this a number of times on the show, depression affects millions of people around the world. But unfortunately, there is no quick answer or a specific diet that will ease the symptoms of depression or instantly put you in a better mood. But there are some massive positive steps that we can take in the right direction. The good news is that a healthy diet and lifestyle may really help play a part in that overall treatment in a way that is quite dramatic. And here with some advice is our registered dietitian, Megan Pence-Clates. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We've looked at this from a number of angles, and I suppose we've formulated opinions now of how to approach this. And you never want to treat it too lightly because depression affects so many people on such a fundamental level. But what piece of advice do you have maybe to set the tone for someone who is caught in the grips of depression, no matter where we sit on that scale, on that spectrum? What advice do you have?
Absolutely. So if you're basically do have being diagnosed with depression or going through a major episode, one of the things I can really suggest as a health hack really, or my first one, would be try something new. And there's a reason for this. In actual fact, our dopamine, which is in our brain, it's a neurotransmitter, it actually senses the sense of enjoyment. So by trying something new, we actually elevate it.
The spark.
Yeah, and that's something, it can be actually small. It can be like walking on, taking a new route, or, trying on clothes that you haven't worn for quite a long time, or going out with a friend. Anything that sparks that new interest can actually be quite beneficial.
Just maybe take a step in the right direction from a health perspective. Eat something new. We have spoken about various ingredients, omega, fatty acids, things that certainly help the health of our brain. But when looking at tackling and at least arming ourselves, fortifying ourselves against depression, does diet really help? Can it?
Absolutely. So the one thing that a person would definitely look at is, firstly, looking at ensuring an adequate intake of your greens, ensuring an adequate intake of protein, and then, of course, your omega-3s. Now, there's some studies that have started to show that there might be benefit, but the jury is still out. But in saying this, it is important to include. So if you fond of fatty or oily fish, go for that. And then, of course, we've got our canola oil, and that's high in omega-3 as well. So include that on a daily basis as part of your diet as well.
Think about it. It can be difficult if you're out social gatherings. They're rather bright. It's not always the easiest thing to look after your health, but just be conscious of it. Would you say there is a natural antidepressant? What would be the best natural antidepressant?
Okay, so if we're looking at, from a diet perspective, of course, we need to look at the entire lifestyle. So specific foods that I would recommend is, firstly, let's eat regularly, because that helps to keep our blood sugar levels constant. The moment you're actually looking at a party or anything like that, we tend to overindulge.
It's a spike,
lots of alcohol very often. Some people forget to eat at a party, and when that happens, of course, is you get, the alcohol has a depressant effect. So my recommendation would be steer clear of too many sugar-laden and fat-laden foods, because that spikes the blood sugar, and for a very short period of time, it makes you feel great. But then you come plummeting down, and of course, that can also lead inadvertently to unwanted weight gain. So the choices would be better is, foods that have been shown to increase your serotonin in your brain. And those would be looking at walnuts, looking at your greens, once again, particularly spinach, looking at your protein, like your eggs, your legumes, and then not forgetting banana and oats. So if you're just looking at from a breakfast to a lunch scenario, you're looking at having something like oats for breakfast with some banana and some nuts, going over to breakfast to lunchtime, adding in some legumes, maybe lean meats or even eggs, and adding in your spinach and your greens. And then, of course, let's not forget exercise.
Just free your mind. Let the endorphins flow. I think most of us, we go through situations where, whether we are predisposed to depression or not, there are situations that push us probably beyond that line. Anyone who is feeling the weight of that loneliness right now, going through a depressive kind of state or space, or maybe is dealing with full-on depression, what advice do you have for them?
Well, firstly, know that you're not alone. please do, contact and speak to close family members, someone you can trust, or friends, etc. Remember that you can speak to your GP. There are also counselling services available. Yeah. And it's actually quite important, because by doing that, we grow closer to people when we sometimes share. And the most important thing is not to hang on and think that you're alone in this. Many people are experiencing this and would love to help you if they actually can and they know about it. And of course, don't forget the services that are on offer.
And they do really know. They have trained and they really do know how to help you. Megan, thank you so much. I think we've looked at that from a number of angles. Most importantly, an opportunity for you to look at your own situation and maybe just take that first small step, that little moment of change that can spark something really positive in your life. And hopefully you can tackle your daily events today a little lighter, a little brighter as well. Got to look at it from a physical and emotional well-being standpoint.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.
So it's week 2 of our Get Active series with Active Drink on-the-go dairy snack. And if you're looking to get fitter, faster, and hopefully slide into those summer cozies, then give interval training a go. And I know, yes, it may sound a little bit intimidating, but we're here to make it very easy, uncomplicated, give you workouts that anybody can do anywhere at any time. And here to help us to do that, Cindy Abrams is going to show us how to get interval training fit, okay, with a routine that you can do at home. Great to have you back with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Before we get started, briefly, what is interval training?
So interval training is the most fun exercise ever.
Yeah.
So you basically do cardio followed by resistance training.
Okay.
So it'll either be weight or it'll be body. You'll use your body weight to do it. Today we're going to use our body weight, but we're going to make it fun.
Okay.
So we're going to do 20 seconds on and 10 seconds off, and the 10 seconds is going to be your active recovery.
Okay.
So you can go from jumping jacks to mountain climbers to dancing on the spot to breaking it down.
Active
recovery. That's what we're
recovery.
going to be doing today.
And of course, it's beneficial because it's quite, or it keeps your heart rate going.
Exactly, it does. It keeps
Time.
the heart rate going. But also, like most people tend to use like a smartwatch, or they wear those little bands at the bottom for the heart rate monitors.
Yes.
But not everyone has that.
That's true.
So basically what you can do is you can start by training, and then you can stop briefly and then feel your pulse. So that you can either feel it at the bottom, you'll feel just here under, lower.
Yeah.
There we go. And you feel like a little ball going.
Yes, that's my heart rate.
There we go. So
That's
you
a good
count,
resting heart rate.
You'll count that, 15 seconds, you'll count how many beats you get in there, and then you'll times it by 4. Now, not all of us is math savvy, so I usually use the calculator. Or just use my watch. So I go 15, 21 beats. Okay, let's go.
Okay, good. So what are we going to be doing for our interval training today?
So today we're going to start with knee highs, right?
Knee highs, yes.
So you're going to do the fast version, and I'm going to do the easy version. So you have to keep going because we need to feel your heart.
20 seconds, right?
Here we go, 20 seconds.
That's the first one. 3, 2, 1.
And I'm going to do the easy version. The modified version. So what you want to do is
there
when you
goes the
lift your
pack.
hands up.
I'll pick that up in a second. That's fine.
No, that's too
Exercise is
slow.
good.
Faster.
Okay.
Let's go. And I'll just do the easy modified version. We're going 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Now we're dropping down onto our knees.
Active recovery. I'm going to just actively put this down there. And then?
You have to do single leg push-up, and I'll do the girl
Single leg,
push-up.
okay.
One leg up in the air. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jump up, side to side shuffles. But now you have to go faster and all the way down. Touch the floor. There we go. Let's go. How's the heart rate feeling?
That's all good. So far.
Nope, too slow. Faster. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's feel your heart rate.
Okay.
And how many beats are you getting? 15 seconds.
That's going to be at least 30.
Is that it? Well,
At
that's
least.
not too bad. Now let's up it. We're going
Okay.
down. Mountain climbers.
Mountain
Let's go. That's too slow, cat. Let's go. And jump up. Now, reverse. High knee, up. Lunge.
Yes. Okay. I'm trying to just keep my communication going. Here we
Lunge.
go.
Up. Oh, no. Watch your form. You're leaning forward.
Okay.
There we
Stay
go.
upright.
Now, faster. Let's go.
Well, I got to watch the form, right? Form is important.
Yes, we go high knee, reverse lunge, and up, and we're changing sides. While he's doing that, I'll breathe and exercise by dancing. I'll break it down. job, Kat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Star jumps. Let's go.
Shoo.
How you feeling?
Good. I'm just trying to watch out for the pucks not falling all over the floor, but otherwise...
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heart rate.
Certainly faster. I'm getting about 10 per 5 seconds.
Yay, it's going up.
Yeah.
Much better.
Boom. All right.
Wait, how you feeling?
Is that all?
Have
Okay, thank you. What you got? Oh,
I think strawberry. It's my favorite. I
Milky
love
chocolate.
everything that is pink, and that's strawberries. Amazing.
I say this, if I can do it, then you can certainly do it as well. Active drink contains 50 vitamins and minerals, and it is available in a variety of flavors. As you can see, Cindy has the strawberry, and I have the milky chocolate. Kind of like me. So what are you waiting for? Get off the couch, get active. It's as simple, as easy as that. A lot of fun with it as well, when you can have a beautiful reward of active drink.
Mine is almost done. I'm ready for my next one.
We're gonna take a quick break. We'll see you on the other side.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.